I'm going to punch him out, and I'm going to go to jail, and I'm going to be happy.
Oh, this? I love this. I fully support whatever this is.
You ever watch Family Guy? A lot of it's pretty stupid, but there's a scene where these two old guys fight, and it's really funny. The very slow motion fight takes like 10 minutes, and it's really, really long. An old Nazi and an old U.S. GI, and it's the old creepy man, right, who is actually Joe Biden. Let's just call it what it is. You can replace that guy with Joe Biden in Family Guy, the creepy old man who's always like sniffing and smelling and perving on Chris. And you get a perfect Joe Biden. But nonetheless, old people fighting, kind of funny. And that's exactly what's happening with Nancy Pelosi and Donald Trump. They've been fighting for years. Nancy Pelosi and Donald Trump fought at the White House together. Donald Trump calling her crazy Nancy. And now they're talking about physically hurting each other. Well, and it all starts with crazy Nancy. Nancy Pelosi releasing a documentary about herself on January 6th. Via CNN. Why did Nancy Pelosi have a documentary crew with her? Multiple cameras, lavs, microphones on January 6th? Who knows? I sure would like the answers to that one. But here we go. Nancy Pelosi is indeed on January 6th filming herself and saying that she wants to punch Donald Trump in the face.
And that's what this is all about.
Secret Service said they have dissuaded him from coming to Capitol Hill. They told him they don't have the resources to protect him here. So at the moment he is not coming, but that could change. Oh, he comes, I'm going to punch him out. This is my moment. I would pay to see that. I've been waiting for this, for trespassing on the Capitol grounds. I'm going to punch him out, and I'm going to go to jail, and I'm going to be happy.
Nancy Pelosi kind of giving away the game there in that creepy vodka and martini-fueled bender that she was on, shaking and quivering behind her mask. Nancy Pelosi saying that she's been waiting for trespassing at the Capitol. Why have you been waiting for that? What? What are you talking about? Why do you have a documentary crew with you? Wait a second. Why are you filming all this? None of it makes any sense. Unless, of course, you start to think that maybe all of this is a setup. Yes, indeed. And Nancy Pelosi was setting herself up for a little speech there to sound tough. Well, Donald Trump heard that response and responded thusly on a Salem Network interview earlier this week to Nancy Pelosi's threat to punch him.
When you saw that video of Nancy Pelosi on January 6th saying she wanted to punch you.
Oh, he comes, I'm going to punch him out. This is my moment.
I would pay to see that.
I've been waiting for this, for trespassing on the Capitol grounds. I'm going to punch him out, and I'm going to go to jail, and I'm going to be happy.
What was your reaction to that?
Well, she's a despicable person, very bad for the country. If I ever said that, it would be a national scandal. With her,
You
it's
think?
hardly even a blip. Yeah, do you think? If I said anybody, well, what about Biden saying, take him to the back of the barn?
Yeah.
That's what I do right now. You know, I mean, this guy, if I ever said it, oh, that would be terrible. But he says it, they think it's so cute. Isn't it wonderful? You know, you'd blow on him and it'd fall over. So it's one of those things that I have to put up with. Think of it. She makes a statement like that. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
If I made a statement, it's more me than a Republican. I mean, most Republicans couldn't do it either. But if I made it in particular,
With you, it's times 100. It's absolutely
yeah,
times 100.
It's times 100, yeah.
Got to tell you, Donald Trump is a complete unit. You can sort of see him strolling around the golf course and smashing. You can see Donald Trump performing acts of great physical prowess. I don't think that Nancy Pelosi could even get up off her knees. And we actually literally have the footage to prove that.
It's better not to have on high heels.
But here we have a situation where Donald Trump is saying, yo, they always talk about violence against me, and it's true, whether it's a Snoop Dogg music video or whether it's Joe Biden saying he's going to take Donald Trump out back and beat him again. We would be totally for that matchup. Please create the celebrity death match of Donald Trump versus Joe Biden. Guys, have you seen Joe Biden? Have you seen how frail this man is? Donald Trump's right. gust of wind would blow him over, and it does actually quite regularly. When Joe Biden fell down the stairs, the White House said that it was the wind. They literally admitted that wind would blow him over. So take that, fact checkers. Anyway, you do have a situation here where the violent left often gets away with threats like this. Meanwhile, they want to impeach. They tried to impeach Donald Trump, and now they're trying to put him in jail during the January 6th trials for inciting violence. Meanwhile, they're the ones talking about, I guess, physically hurting Donald Trump. Donald Trump didn't say anything during his January 6th speech. He said march peacefully. That's the reality of it. What would Joe Biden do if he actually took Donald Trump out back? Well, we have the footage of what happens when Joe Biden meets you out back, especially if you don't have enough pomade in your hair. This is what Joe Biden wanted to do with Corn Pop.
I learned a lot. And I learned that it makes a difference. This was the diving board area, and I was one of the guards, and they weren't allowed to. There was a 3-meter board. And if you fell off sideways, you landed on the darn cement over there. And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys. And I did. And back in those days, to show how things have changed, one of the things you had to use, if you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a bathing cap. And so he was up on the board, wouldn't listen to me. I said, "Hey, Esther, you, off the board, or I'll come up and drag you off." Well, he came off. And he said, "I'll meet you outside." My car, these were all public housing behind it. My car, there was a gate out here. I parked my car outside the gate. And he said, "I'll be waiting for you." He was waiting for 3 guys in straight razors. Not a joke. There was a guy named Bill Wright, Mouse, the only white guy, and he did all the pools. He was the mechanic. And I said, "What am I going to do?" He said, "Come down here in the basement where all the pool filter is. You know the chain, there used to be a chain that went across the deep end. And he cut off a 6-foot length of chain. He folded up, he said, "You walk out with that chain. And you walk to the car and say, 'You may cut me, man, but I'm going to wrap this chain around your head.'" I said, "You kidding me?" He said, "No, if you don't come back." And he was right. So I walked out with the chain. And I walked up to my car. And in those days, you used to remember the straight razor. You'd bang them on the curb, get them rusty, put them in a rain barrel, get them rusty. And I looked at him, but I was smart then. I said, first of all, I said, when I tell you to get off the board, you get off the board, and I'll kick you out again. But I shouldn't have called you Esther Williams. I apologize for that. I apologize, but I didn't know that apology was going to work. He said, "You apologize to me?" I said, "I apologize for that, not for throwing you out, but I apologize for what I said." He said, "Okay," closed the straight razor, and my heart began to beat again.
Thank you for watching. Our channel is here to meme the libs until they cry and then to meme them crying. Their tears taste like ice cream. We ridicule the establishment, and we do so because of you. Your support keeps us going. So if you liked what you saw, please click the thumbs up. Please punch, subscribe, and ring the bell to let you know when we have a new video. Don't you want us to let you know when we're live? Please check out more of our videos here and sign up for our mailing list in case something happens and the plug gets pulled. We want to be able to keep in touch with you. My name is Benny Johnson, and thank you for watching. Based Patriots, stay free.